Welcome to Boomer Travel Patrol. I'm your host, Lisa Kaslyn, and we're back today, and we're going to ask a question first. And the question is, what country can you go to see mountains, deserts, islands, beaches, and glaciers? I didn't really know the answer to this, but I do now because I talked to our friend Juan Lopez, and he represents the Chile Tourism Board. And we're so happy to have him here. He's going to give us the definitive user's guide and visitor's guide to Chile. So welcome, Juan.
Thank you very much, Lisa, for that great introduction. And yeah, I'm happy to be here with you, telling everyone about Chile.
Good, good, good. So we have a very seasoned audience of travelers. We cater to boomers, so fun-seeking 50-plus folks who want to get the most out of life and their travel excursion. So I think we've got a lot of ground to cover with Chile. So let's just kind of start with I know you have a really good overview. So if it's a first timer who's thinking about going, let's break it down. 10 days, where do you go, what do you do?
Great audience for Chile. And yeah, well, Chile is such a long country, 3,000 miles, that we have plenty of things to offer in terms of diversity, in terms of nature, in terms of multiculturalism. So we can, we always recommend to start off, in Santiago, just to get acclimatized to a new country, to new people. Santiago is such a lively city. It's very modern that it would be really good to stay here for around 2 days, enjoy Chilean cuisine, also international cuisine, with a really nice, wine that you might know that Chile has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
After that, thinking in boomers, we always recommend them to go to south of Chile in the Patagonia area, where the lakes and volcanoes region is. So dozens of hot spring water, so where they can go and relax, chill out. All these spa, activities. They can, stay in their hotels and have a nice, enjoy a nice meal, and yeah, so pretty much very, relaxing experience. Also, they can try to do the same in the northern part of Chile, in the Atacama Desert. Either way, in the Elqui Valley, which is in between the Atacama and Santiago, just 1 hour away flight from the capital. And the Elqui Valley is also an area to relax. It's an area for stargazing experience and for spiritual connection with nature. So that's just a glance, and those three things are reachable within 10 days.
Okay. So in terms of accommodations, so what are the what is sort of the best to moderate to maybe a little bit more modest? What are your recommendations there?
You mean in terms of experiences, or in terms of
Stay, like hotel stays, resort stays, are
okay.
there?
Well, the offer in terms of accommodation in Chile also varies. So you can, in these areas I mentioned to you, I don't know, for example, in the Atacama Desert, we have this 5-star, luxury boutique hotels. But also we got those boutiques who are targeting, 3 to 4 stars. And then we have more standard hotels like the ones you can find, in any city.
Okay.
The same happened in Patagonia, and the same happened in Santiago. Of course, in Santiago we have more offer because it's a bigger city. So from the international well-known 5-star chains like Hyatt, but also those 3 to 4 star properties catering boomers and all type of travelers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So boomers have seen a lot, right? They've experienced a lot. And when they come back from a trip, they want to brag, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when when one plans a trip to Chile, what are the maybe the one or two or three things that they're going to go back and brag about?
okay. Two things came to my mind. First, they could say that they saw penguins
Ah.
in the driest desert in the world. Can you believe that?
No, I don't believe you.
Believe me. Uh, they can say they tried, you know, one of the best wine in the world. You know, these
Mm.
were very well known for wine,
Uh-huh.
and they could also say, let me just rephrase this. They could say that they're being in the belly bottom of the world, which is Easter Island. You know, it's just 4 hours away from Santiago and belongs to Chile.
Uh-huh.
You know,
The belly
and
button.
the belly button
What
of the wall,
why do you call it the belly button of the world?
like the belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah, Easter Island. You know Easter Island.
Yeah.
The yeah. So we call it. It's right in the middle of the entire world, in the middle of the Pacific
Oh,
Ocean.
okay, okay, I got you. Oh, very
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's just right. You go there and you feel like you are in the middle of nowhere. You know, right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, in the middle of the world, like such a unique place. And you can also say that you saw the oldest mummies in the world, 2000 years, even older than the Egyptian mummies, which is in the farther north of the Atacama Desert.
Very cool.
Okay. And you can also, well, there are plenty of things. I mean, I can be telling you the entire
Yeah,
day things about Chile,
I
but
see.
you can just say you were chilling out in Chile.
Well, you're pretty good at bragging too. All right, so listen, before we end, boomers are into really kind of cultural immersion experiences. So they want to kind of get into it with the natives. Do you have any kinds of experiences across the country where one might partake of that type of thing?
Yeah, exactly. I actually just mentioned one, which is Easter Island. You
Uh-huh.
know, so Rapa Nui people is the one who are the natives from the island, and
Hmm.
they still speak their language. They still preserve their cuisine, and they still, you know, celebrate their olden festivities, and they still, you know, dance their traditional dances, and they wear their traditional costumes.
Okay.
So, and that's still, you know, very alive as a culture that is super alive, and is really nice to have this connection with these native people. In southern part of Chile, we got the Mapuche people. So you can actually there sleep in one of their dwelling houses where they still live
Oh,
in a
wow.
very comfy way, you know, and you can try their cuisine, you can cook with them, you can, you know, do the normal daily life they actually
Hmm.
still have, and wearing their costumes, you know, and bracelets, and you know, and things like
Hmm.
they're been doing for centuries. And then in the northern part of Chile, in the Atacama Desert, we have all the Aymara indigenous people.
Hmm.
These people is very mixed with Peruvians and Bolivians, so it's also very alive. And there are some festivities where they still, you know, get their food out, they get their drinks and their dances, you know, to show to people that they are still, you know, having this.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow.
So still, you know, very, 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 you know, a lot of cultural experiences in Chile.
Okay, great. All right. So one last question. Uh, we like to shop. So where do we go to buy some really neat, authentic, native Chilean product, what have you?
Okay. Yeah, in terms of handicraft Chile is really good because particularly Santiago, because in Santiago we kind of concentrate because it's the gateway, it's the entry and exit point for everyone.
Yeah.
So we kind of concentrate everything. So we have some markets where people can spend an entire day there, mingling around, checking, what the people has made, handmade here. Easter Island is another place where this the native people, the Rapa Nui people, still carve their own how to say handicraft.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I would say mainly Santiago, but Easter Island, and in the region where the Mapuche people is located.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I know that you have many more stories to tell. But in the meantime, we're gonna check out your website, right?
Okay.
So give us the website again, so we have
Yeah,
it.
it's Visit.Chile.Travel.
Perfect, and we will
Okay.
we will list that on the site as well when we post this. Thank you so much again, Juan. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and we'd love to have you back sometime soon.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for having
Uh,
this conversation. Have a good
adi-
day. Bye
Adios.
bye.
Bye.
Adios.